So this is lesson number 12 and you are now watching the Matplotlib course. And this is the course and this is the lesson where we will explain how we can make an scattering plot. So I will start a 12 lesson and I will say this lesson to be 12 only, and this will make our Python file, and we are here in the Python file. Let's close all these previous files and let's concentrate on this only file. And firstly, as usual, we will explain and import our matplotlib as BLT. So we will import matplotlib.py plot as BLT, and after that we will define these. We will define 3 grades. Assume the scattering is. I will try to find here an example. I will try to. So scattering will be, we have this axis and you have this axis. This horizontal will be the x and this will be the y, and we have a lot of values that we want to scattering or to want to plot. So we have some points here, and these points will be defined. So if we have a lot of grids, if we have a lot of values and we want to explain in a scattering, this will be the scattering. It's dot. We are here value from here, and some values will be here, some values will be here. We have values in x, and each point determined the x and y, and all these points determine how is the scattering, and this will be maybe useful for a lot of big data or maybe useful for engineers. And let's start to make our file. And here I will say that we have this first grids will be like this, and this list will be starting from some values. I will type our values, and after that I will try to define the second values will be like this, 30 and 29 . So make sure that all the number of these values will be the number of these values. Let's start also the grades range, as we are now typing the grade. And we have 10, we have 90 and 70, 80, 90 and 100%. And I find this isn't correct. We have here 70, 29, 100 and 80 will be like this. And after that we have fig to be BLT dot figure. We have defined that we have some figure object, and we want to create an axis which is part from this figure. We have axis will be fig. Assume that we want to add a lot of axes, but we have now here one axis. So fig dot add axis, and we add this axis 0, 0 and 1, 1, and this will be dot add axis. And after that we will try to plot our scattering. So axis dot scatter, it's very simple. Scatter, we will say that we have grades range in the x-axis, and after that we have the girls grades, which is in the y-axis, and after that we have the color. We want to define the color to be an red color. I will copy this line, and after that let's try to paste here, and this will be the second boys grades. We have 2 groups of grades, and maybe this color will be blue, which is B small. And after that we can now show our scattering like this, And let's try to rerun by shift F6 like this. And now I'm saving and trying to wait until it's running. Now let's wait. So it's now showing an error because we have typed it not correct, because it's named like this. And let's rerun this, and we can wait few seconds. Alright, so we have now shown our scatter. The points here is 10 points, and we have in all y-axis 10 points also. And make sure that we haven't added the label for this figure, or we haven't added title or x label or y label. So now we will take this to the next level. I will say that set title to be scatter plot, and make sure you have typed it correctly. I didn't type it correctly here. And ax.x label will be an grades range, which is here, and ax.set y label will be grades scored. And we now save and rerun this file again, and if you wait, you will see